Hi, and welcome to the latest edition of Urban Myths and Legends. We're here at Gould's Pond. Gould's Pond in the early 1700s was used as a fishing hole. But in the 1800s, they built two ice houses to store ice for the summer season. In the 1900s, a feeding mill was then built by the Gould family. The feeding mill lasted a long time until the area of Lake Ronkonkoma began to become a recreational area. At that point, they had demolished the feeding mill and they started to build all these summer houses around here. And now it's all local houses for the area, and set right in the middle of this is Gould's Pond.
But there is some haunted history that goes with this location. There are claims when people come down here at nighttime, and sometimes even during the daytime, they'll see a man in gray just sitting by the lake and then just disappear. So it's a small claims, but there are some claims that do happen here.
So Ben, a couple of personal experiences where on the far left-hand side, my left-hand side, there had been heard some rustling, and it sounded like footsteps were coming their way, and they thought somebody was coming through the woods. And that is really only the personal experiences that we've had here at this location.
We've investigated here not many times, but in the short period of time that we have investigated, we have captured two EVPs. One was of a child saying, "Hey."
It's a demon. It's got to be an angel. Where does that all come from? You know?
I'm not religious, and that's where it kind of becomes like
Right.
a very what do you believe?
Right.
And that's where it kind of becomes.
And then the other one was just someone saying the word
Audio, you always want to say your opening, your pre-rap, which you can name who's here. So, I'll set up mine and say, all right, this is Mike. Mike, you can name who's here. So,
So what that means, we're not 100% sure, but we will keep investigating this location to see what else we can find. So keep tuning into our website, www.liparanormalinvestigators.com, to find out more of our evidence here at Gould's Pond.
So like Mike said, stay tuned. We're going to keep hitting this location hard, and we're hoping to add a lot more to it in the near future. So thank you for joining us on this edition of Urban Myths and Legends, and we'll see you next time.
Once again, thanks for tuning in to our newest edition of Myths and Urban Legends. We're going to have another episode coming your way in the coming weeks, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for some more paranormal infotainment.